Y'all. Where's the camera? Y'all. Woo! Okay, crazy day today, right? Okay, so freaking wake up at 5:30 in the morning to get to the airport. And I ended up having to use my butterfly back suitcase or whatnot. So I had to check. I went to the airport. Family dropped me off. Checked my bag, and then the guy at the front, because I had my violin, which Delta does allow you to like bring your violin because you can store it in the overhead or what, like instruments and stuff like that. Precious cargo. So like it's a policy on there, whatever. And so I checked this bag, and then the guy at the Delta whatever checking counter thing is like, you can't fit that on that's too big to be an overhead carrier or whatever. Like this, you're gonna have to check that. And I'm like, well, Delta's policy says I can take it because it's an instrument or whatever. And he's like, no, you can't fit that on the plane. I was like, okay, we'll see. I'm like, I'll wait till I get there to check it if I have to check it. And so I say goodbye to my mom. I leave. I go to the airport and go to my terminal and whatnot. And I'm like editing the video because last night I was so tired. I could not. I'm also really tired. I'm probably gonna edit this tomorrow and upload it tomorrow. So exhausted. But yeah, so I was editing my video, sat down at my terminal, edited my video. There's some FFA kids sitting across from me, and I was like, they have no idea. They have no idea that I'm a literal legend. I was doing my stuff, and then Mimi, my grandma, comes out of nowhere, and my grandpa, Papa Boyd, he came out of nowhere, and they're just like, hey, our terminal's like literally right across from you. And I'm like, oh, that's crazy. So yeah, we talked for like a little bit, and then she's like, okay, well, goodbye, bye, all that stuff. And then I bored. I'm like, hey, can I like, do I have to check this or whatever? They're like, no, yeah, you're fine. They're like, you can fit it in the overhead. I was like, it's what I thought. It's that guy for me like, you can't do that. Anyway, also I forgot to say I literally broke my glasses. Hold on. I broke my glasses. Shoot, while I was there, right? So now I have to wear contacts, which sucks because they dry out my eyes. But literally, so I have one lens, no lens, and it's like the screw's missing or whatnot. Here's the lens, so I'm just missing a screw. I'm missing lots of screws. That happened yesterday, so I've been wearing contacts for like ever. So yeah, get on the plane. I finished editing my video, so I just all I have to do is like wait till I get good Wi-Fi and whatnot and be able to like upload the video. So yeah, I sit next to these people who were FFA, well, at least her husband was FFA alumni. I asked them about it, and they're like, I was like, yeah, because they're like, oh, are you here for the convention? I was like, no, but I did go last year, and I blah 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 blah, bragging about myself. And she's like, oh yeah, she's like, our daughters are in FFA. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what did they compete in? And she's like, oh well, they didn't really like do the CDC stuff with a little like tone. And I was like, okay, they did like leadership stuff where it was like, how she described it was, they took like an interview class where like she bragged, she's like, my daughter's never failed an interview before. And I'm like, okay. But yeah, they were competing to be like state officers. They didn't get it though. Anyway, sorry, that was a conversation I had. Crazy. Anyway, so what were we talking about? You're like, my daughter's never failed. My daughter has never failed a freaking whatever it's called. Never failed it. Anyway, I land, I get my freaking violin, and I grab my backpack, and I go get my bag, and I leave. I didn't get anything to eat because I also forgot the front runner and the UVX, which are the two main things that get you to BYU the fastest. Don't run on Sundays. Whatever. But yeah, so I ended up having to take like a 3-hour like trip back basically. Would have been longer, but I got like really close. I got like 18-minute drive away, but like a 5-hour walk, and it was an hour till the next bus came. So I was like, Audrey, you want to come pick me up? But yeah, so basically, yeah, that happened, left the airport and all that stuff. I ended up, while I was waiting for Audrey to come pick me up, she brought Chloe too, which was awesome. As I was waiting for her to pick me up, I ended up like buying some little Caesars. They have like this delicious like thing. It's like just like a circle whatnot, and it just like, it's full of like pepperoni and salt. It's like a pizza, but like Reese's cup form. And I'm like, it slapped. It was very delicious. But yeah, I ate all that, and then Audrey got there right as I finished it. I was watching, like, Sam and Colby's, Hell Week thing or whatever, because they're at, like, the Ferrara school. It's, like, super haunted and had, like, the crazy demonic beast, which I don't, like, I believe in ghosts and demons and stuff like that, because obviously they're real, but it baffles me, like, it confuses me, because, like, you see paranormal evidence, and yeah, you can't 100% know it's real if it's online, because it's like you're like trusting the people, and I kind of trust them, but there are some things where I'm like, what? That's not real. That's not real. The other things I'm like, oh my gosh, did you see that? It was a ghost. But yeah, so anyway, watched that, and sorry, my nose is like leaking. Watched that, and then what did I do? I got back home, and it was like an hour before church started. First we walk in, and Noah's playing the piano by himself in the freaking, like, no one's there that he knows in the Chipman lobby. So Chloe goes and talks to him. Maybe someone was playing, and I don't, maybe he was hanging out with people, and then, like, they left, and so but he still wanted to play. I don't know. It was really weird. I was like, what is he doing in the Chipman lobby? Is he waiting for someone? Mayhaps me? No, he would never. Yeah, I'll get to that. But yeah, so basically, Chloe go and talk to him. I dropped my stuff in my room, and I was like, I'll go talk to Noah. So I talked with Chloe and Noah until Chloe was like, okay, I'm going to bed. And I'm like, yeah, I'll go too, because I don't feel like being alone with someone. I literally, fudge. What do I do? Oh yeah, so I get back to my room, and I, like, unpack and everything. I tune my ukulele and violin. My violin, the G string, I could not get that to tune properly, but it sounds pretty close to what it's supposed to sound like. And then my tuner, I have to get new batteries for it, because I had to download some app, but whatever. Anyway, my ukulele sounds perfect. My violin is like, meh. But that's because I'm really bad at tuning my violin, because it's harder to tune that than it is the ukulele. But anyway, so I played a little bit of Riptide, because that's, like, the easiest song ever to play on the ukulele. But yeah, I can't wait. I'm really gonna try. I really do want to try and, like, play it and learn it again, because to be honest, I think the violin's way easier than the piano. If I can, and especially because playing the violin helped me, like, read the top part of the piano a lot easier, because they use the same clef. But anyway, so yeah, I did that, and then I got kind of, like, dressed or whatnot. I wore like my prom dressy kind of dress, like if you go back on my Instagram for, like, Mo prom, I think junior year, the dress I wore there is the dress that I wore today, but this time I wore it with, like, a black belt that I normally wear with my white one, which you guys don't know what that belt is, but I wore that today, and I had to wear my contacts because I don't have glasses, because they're broken. Oh, look, it stays. I wear that, and I'm like, and I'm wearing my makeup and whatnot. Not a lot, just whatever it's called. What is it called? It is called mascara. I wore mascara. I took it off, or whatever, because I'm gonna go to bed because I'm tired. But I took it off. I'm saying the prayer. Oh yeah, like, I was on the plane, and then Bryce texted me, hey, can you still say the prayer this week? I was like, yeah, of course. So I had to say the prayer today. So I was, like, really nervous, like, face beet red, like, shaking. I didn't cry, so that's good. But, like, I get up, I'm, like, super nervous. I get up, I say the prayer, I, like, come back, and I'm, like, literally, like, shaking. And then, like, my face red for, like, the rest of the ceremony. And I'm also, like, exhausted. Like, I sit down, and I'm like, holy crap, I need to take a nap. I do. I literally, like, I'm pretty much passed out and whatnot. At one point, like, I put my head to my knees, and Kate was sitting next to me, and she's like, girl, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just, like, really tired. Yeah, I'm just trying to, like, fall asleep, because I could pull out the desk, but I'm like, I feel like it's kind of weird. But anyway, so yeah, face, like, beet red the whole time, and I was very embarrassed. But yeah, so, right before church starts, you want to know who walks in the door? Colin. Colin does not go to our ward. But he's friends with Kate, so I guess he said he slept in, and so that's why he went to our ward, because it's a literal 2 in the afternoon. So he walks in, I'm like, oh, and he sits right behind me, because obviously there's no space beside me. He's a really sweet guy, super respectful, super kind, just not attracted to him romantically. Platonically, yeah. Romantically, no. So he sits behind me, and I'm like, and then we have all that, and then we do relief sighty. I sit down at relief sighty, I'm like, holy crap, I'm so tired. I put my head down, out for the whole meeting. I'm really, oh, and on the plane, guys, I was sat next to the couple, and I fell asleep like 2-3 times, and every time I woke up to myself like literally, like mouth open, like tongue out. I'm like, also my brother snores, and he doesn't even look at my Instagram. How upsetting. But yeah, so like I'm like cool, like passed out all of relief sighty, and then we get up, and so like church ends, and I'm like hanging out with freaking Kate and whatnot, and then we all leave together, and Colin is walking with us or whatever, and we're all sort of walking together, right? Colin ends up standing next to me and talking to me, and I'm like, oh, okay, here we go. Talk. I was trying to be all chill and nice and whatnot, and then we like get all the way to the Cannon Center, and Kate splits up, so it's just me, Colin, freaking Eli, and Chloe, and Eli splits off. Eli, like, me and Colin are kind of talking, and then Eli splits off, and I'm like, oh, bye, Eli. And then, like, Eli leaves, and then Colin turns to me, he goes, hey, Bella. And then I'm like, oh no, here it comes. And then I look over at Chloe, gone. Literally gone. He's like, do you want to come to Eli's cabin this weekend? I was like, I went, I froze. I froze, and I was like, who else is going? And he's like, I think Eli's gonna be there. I was like, anyone else? He's like, Megan, maybe some other people. I was like, yeah, sure. And then he gets my number too. He's like, sweet, and then he walks away, and I'm like, what happened to saying no? Oh, so bad. And so he walks away, and I'm speed walking towards Chloe, and I eventually start running towards her. I'm like, Chloe, I couldn't say no. So she's like, oh, too bad, or whatever. And then I'm like, that's horrible. And then I'm talking to her. I'm kind of like looking for Megan, because I'm like, Megan, I have to tell Megan. So yeah, I walk with Chloe, and then she and Eli were going to the pharmacy to go get like cold medicine for Eli, because he's sick and whatnot. Yeah, and then so I'm like walking around trying to find RA, and then I'm like, okay, I have to go to the Cannon Center. So I walk out, there's Megan with Kate, Lainey, and other Megan too. And so I like walk out, I'm like, Megan, I couldn't say no. And she's like, oh no. And then Kate and Megan were like, oh my gosh, I feel bad for you, but like I'm so happy for Colin, because he's wanted this for like forever. I'm like, okay, that's great for you guys. Oh, literally, I was like, oh, whatever. Yeah, and so I like pretty much talk with them, and then Chloe calls me, and she's like, hey, we're about to leave. And I'm like, okay. And then Megan joins us too. Not the Megan, but the other Megan joins us. And I thought we were walking, because CVS is like right there, but we're actually like, we're taking Eli's car, and he has a Jeep. So I thought it was just me, Chloe, and Megan, and Eli all like together. But I get to the car, Jackson's there, and so is Colin. I'm still in my dress, because I got locked out of my room when I went to church, so like I couldn't change. We get in the car, and there's not enough seats for Megan, so Megan just lays on top of us while we go over to CVS. Illegal, but funny. And so we pretty much go through that, everything. We leave, and then we get dropped off at Shipman. They had like a dinner party thing at Beth's tonight. I think they're still there. I wanted to go, but I did not know what time it was, or how to get there, or like who to go with or whatnot, so I didn't go. They all went there, but we got dropped off, and pretty much I came into my room, and I like finished organizing-ish, and like doing that stuff, and I was gonna do schoolwork, but I don't want to, so I'm not. I'm really tired, and I just wanted to like chillax, even though I shouldn't be, because I chillaxed all weekend. I don't know, I was freaking out, like, pretty much the whole day I've been freaking out. I was just like, oh my gosh, like, it'll be fun or whatnot, or it would have been fun, because if I was going with people I knew. But yeah, we'll get to that. So basically, I chill in my room, and at some point, I'm just watching, like, TV, eating Uncrustables, and being like, and at some point, Colin texts me being like, hey, is Friday night better? And I was like, yeah, sure. And then I found out that Megan wasn't going, or whatever. Oh, yeah, Megan told me, she's like, I haven't been invited, and I'm like, oh, well, let me text Colin and be like, okay, so, like, Megan's not going, I don't want to be the only girl there, like, whatever. And he texts me, he's like, oh, I think so-and-so's coming, and then he literally texts me, like, 30 minutes ago, being like, actually, it's off, the trip is off, and I'm like, yes, God is on my side today, praise the Lord. In my room, and then I try on, like, my costume, or whatever, try and, like, figure out what exactly to wear, and I did that, and then I went to Audrey's, and I updated her, and she's like, oh, that's crazy. And also to show off, because I was like, I wore 2 different, like, legging stocking things or whatever. I was like, which one do I wear? And then I went over to Megan to talk to her, because I hadn't talked to her in forever, and I was like, which one do I wear? And we talked about, like, Colin and just, like, craziness, and then Eli, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. Yeah, and then I went back to my room, and I took everything off, and I just watched TV or whatever. I've been watching YouTube. I watched Sam and Colby, and then I'm watching a Smosh right now. They're for their, like, Halloween special, they are reading, like, a bunch of creepypastas, or whatever. Dude, I look so good in my costume. Like, I'm gonna slay so hard tomorrow. I gotta figure out what time it is. Yikes. Also, I learned that today that I'm as a HE leader, I'm supposed to be coordinating rides for my group to get to the party. Did not know that until today, and the party is tomorrow. So yeah, I gotta ask Sarah what time, like, what the party info is. Anyway, so yeah, we just did that, and then I just sent Colin a big long text being like, hey, we're just friends. Because I couldn't say no. I did get out. I was like, I don't want this to be, like, a date or anything. And he's like, yeah, no, of course. And I'm like, okay. Because I felt, like, weird bringing up that I knew that he liked me without him, like, because he didn't say, like, do you want to go out? He was just like, hey, do you want to go to the cabin or whatnot? And I was like, I can't believe I knew it was coming and I still didn't. Anyway, yeah, and then I called Brooke at some point, be like, Brooke, I couldn't say no. She's like, no. But anyway, I just sent him, like, a big long text being like, hey, we're just friends. I don't want any misunderstandings and whatnot. So we've crossed that bridge now. I can't, because I was talking to Eli, and he was like, Eli's also in this group. You guys know Eli. But yeah, I was talking to him, and he knows I don't like Colin. Everyone knows I don't like Colin. But they know he's, like, down bad for me. So I'm talking to Eli, and he's like, yeah, I don't know where I was going with this. I don't know what I was saying. But anyway, yeah, so that just happened. That's pretty much been my day today. Again, Colin, sweetheart, like, super funny. I'm just not romantically attracted to him. No dance break in this video, though. Sorry, Papa. I'm really tired. I need to go to bed. Sorry, that, like, woke me up, because I did that during this. That's pretty much it. I mean, tomorrow is American Heritage and freaking math. I did not do well on the math homework. I did not do my religion either. Yikes. Yeah, I've got my stuff. I'm back home. I'm really tired. They're all still at Beth's place. How dare they? No, it's fine. I have to actually, like, actively... I'm leaving it up to them to invite me, yet I'm always invited. Like, I'm always invited, like, I'm always welcome and whatnot, yet I'm too scared to go and actually go to a place where I'm invited. So I'm gonna watch some more Smosh, and then I'll probably edit this tomorrow morning and upload it, so that's when you'll get it. Anyway, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye!